trying to talk about Israel and Israel's problems and talk about who the real enemy is in the Middle East. Wait, for real? Yes, that clip exists. It is real. I need to see this clip. If somebody else has it, please. But
15 months, no brain rot.
It's because he doesn't care about this issue. He's never cared about this issue. It's because he cares about his perception by the public, and he is waging this war to begin with because he doesn't like that he lost favor on the internet for opinions that he had about Israel. And now it's become this spite show. He doesn't actually care about taking down Hasan's anti-Semitism or that Twitch actually has an anti-Semitism. He doesn't give a fuck about that. Are you kidding me? He's never given a fuck about that. He has a personal vendetta against people who he feels like have wronged him. I mean, this is, from my understanding, this is pretty recent. This clip.
I think he's feeling the squeeze, man. I think Hasan he's feeling, man. You know? I don't think he's getting away with it much longer. I think he's feeling exposed. I think he might need to take a break from the internet. He seems to be doing he seems to be crashing out, or something's clearly wrong with him the way he's ranting on Twitter. I think he just needs to take a break, you know? Mm-hmm. He's a 40-year-old man without a family or kids, and he's spending all day on Twitter, get drama farming. I mean, it's really getting a little pathetic, man. But honestly, on a serious note, I do think, I don't know if he's in therapy or if he's on any kind of psychiatric drugs. I think that he should look into that, just because it's helped me a lot, and I just think, I think his crew, I think his friends and family need to intervene.
He sounds insane. He sounds like a crazy person. He literally sounds insane.
Actually, I think it's time for Cutie Cinderella and Ludwig and Austin and Will. I think it's time to have an intervention with Hasan. He's not doing well. These people who, by the way, and Hasan, who's so eager to talk about everything I say about him, hasn't said a single word about the housekeeper. Has anybody noticed this?
Nothing to say. Ethan, someone who's very excited to talk about everything everyone says about him, has failed to mention my video breaking down the fact that everything he said is a lie. Nothing to say? Nothing? No comment? Interesting.
His peculiar silence on the housekeeper issue. Peculiar.
Based? I like how he's foaming at the mouth at the idea of this random woman that may or may not exist being deported. You made this issue up, and now you're foaming at the mouth at the idea of getting a random person deported.
That's all I have to say about that. I think Hasan...
That's all I have to say about that. Surely you won't talk about this tomorrow, or the day after, or the day after, or... It's also most likely just his mom. Yeah, but did you consider that the woman was brown? How do we know it's not his housekeeper?
The more likely of the
But
two.
did you consider my hallucinations?